Hey guys, today I'll be going through the three tickets I see as the most likely to become the Democratic nominees and how I think the results would go in a general election against President Trump. The first ticket I view as a likelihood would be Senator Elizabeth Warren and Housing Secretary Julian Castro. We've seen them join together in the debates over the decriminalization of border crossings. They've both put a big emphasis on their policy wonk credentials as well. It would help a nominee Warren reach out to Hispanic voters, increasing their turnout against an unpopular president for them. In the Electoral College, we see Warren winning the Rust Belt with her populist economic message, but losing potential pickups in Iowa and North Carolina, as I believe she would not be able to appeal to those voters enough to pick up the state. Florida, I believe, would not vote for a leftist like Warren, especially with a vice president with the last name Castro on the ballot, offsetting potential Hispanic gains in the state. It may sound silly, but voters are picky. We however see Castro making Texas close and ensuring Warren picks up Arizona. Next, we have Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Elizabeth Warren. I'm basing this choice off the fact that Senator Sanders has said that as a VP, he would choose a woman and a progressive. And I cannot think of many progressive women like Senator Elizabeth Warren that are currently in Congress and are viable choices to help him win on election night. In the Electoral College, we see Senator Sanders picking up the Rust Belt easily, as we've seen in poll after poll. And as we saw from the primary results in 2016, Senator Sanders is very popular in the Rust Belt states of Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and he makes it close in Ohio as well. He picks up Iowa due to his appeal in that state, as we saw in 2016. He picks up North Carolina due to polling showing that he is strong in North Carolina. He does not pick up Arizona because I don't think he would turn out Hispanic voters that well. And I think that Florida would stay red because a pure progressive ticket, I believe, would not do that well in the state of Florida. But overall, with a 300 electoral victory, I think that is a pretty big margin and something that would be big to see on election night. The last ticket I have is an unexpected ticket, but it's one that I sincerely believe will happen if Biden wins the nomination. My last ticket is Biden and Representative Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii. I know that this may sound kind of crazy and an unexpected ticket, but I have a lot of hints towards it. Like Tulsi going out of her way to support Biden when he's being attacked, or attacking Harris when she tries to attack Biden. She just defends him multiple times unnecessarily because you would think that with her progressive base, she would do her most to attack Biden to help feed her base. So that's one of the reasons. And from what I've heard that they've had multiple meetings. So I think that even though people don't like to talk about it, I think a lot is hinting towards them partnering up on a ticket if Biden wins. I think the plus with this would be he would scoop up a lot of Bernie or bust supporters because a lot of those people really like Tulsi Gabbard, and I believe that they would turn out to vote for a Vice President Tulsi Gabbard, even with all her controversies. I believe even with these controversies, Biden is a strong enough general election candidate so as to not worry Democrats with picking this vice president choice, which is just something that Sanders can't do because he is a lot more controversial than Biden is. Whereas Biden is just so strong where it would just bounce off of him, in my opinion. As we can see here, the Electoral College shows it being a complete and total landslide victory for Vice President Joe Biden and Representative Tulsi Gabbard. Biden easily swoops up the Rust Belt, just like polls have been showing us. He picks up Iowa and he picks up Ohio, which no other candidate so far I predicted can do because of its difficulty being picked up after 2016. We see him win North Carolina. We see him win Florida, which no other candidate has been able to do because of his popularity in that state. He makes Georgia close, he makes Missouri close, and he makes Texas close. He picks up Arizona because of his popularity in that state as a moderate Democrat. He makes Montana closer than any other candidate, which, although a lot of people don't consider it to be a pickup state or a toss-up state, it really is. Even though it went for Trump by 20%, I believe, it also voted for a Democratic governor, and it almost went for Obama in 2008. As we can see here, I do believe it'll be a landslide if Biden is nominated and if Tulsi is able to get that progressive base behind him. So, even though this is the strongest ticket for Democrats to go with, I don't know if it's the best. That's up to you. I have my own personal beliefs, and it'll be great to see you guys next time. Hopefully, you tune in for my new videos afterwards. I just started up this channel, and I hope to see it grow. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.